We're honored to host the first America's Rural Future gathering here in North Dakota.
Casselton is the home of the original Grand Farm in the United States.
The purpose of America's Rural Future is to examine where we are right now in terms of rural policy and rural development. We need to be open to what it's going to take to move rural communities forward.
We're here at the Grand Farm Innovation Campus.
We needed to hear from people in rural America in all its diversity.
We need to make sure that the small businesses can thrive in rural communities and that there's funding and resources to help us.
We've got on-field acreage for technology demonstrations, for equipment demonstrations.
I've been going to FFA banquets and state conventions since I was just knee-high to a grasshopper. Growing up on a farm gives you so many opportunities to learn about working hard, about responsibility.
One of the things that I really value about the folks here at America's Rural Future is they showed up. And I think every one of us has an opportunity to show up in the unlikely places.
It's essentially been led and created, or it's a brainchild of both the Brookings Institution and the American Enterprise Institute, two think tanks led by Tony and Brent.
We have just wrapped up our first official site visit and expert panels and field hearing. Tomorrow we'll be in the White Earth Nation in Minnesota.
I'm trying to create that pathway and how we can not only help our tribal membership, but also our community around us. Meeting Senator Heidi Heitkamp was something that was just very amazing. You know, so much respect for her and what she did in DC at her time.
I grew up in a town of 90 people and my family was 1/10 the population. You can still get the roof on the church. You can still take care of business. And I think we saw that in the local political leaders.
We also see families with young children where there is lack of access to good childcare and education. So childcare was really mentioned as a theme across those communities. I've heard some amazing stories today about local businesses that were set up from the community.
I was born right in Monoma County, right around here. It is possible to start a small business in a rural community.
I think it's important that we have advocates for rural America on both sides of our political spectrum. We don't want only the Republicans or only the Democrats to have the answers.
Let's not let our disagreements get in the way of progress.
We've got real people solving real problems each and every day.
When farms are strong, the rural communities are strong.
We have to look at how we're going to, and what we're going to leave behind for our next generations.
I think the time is now for us to come together and have these conversations of what America's rural future could look like.